Okay, what's going on, YouTube? So I completely spaced and realized that some of you guys, or I realized just today with that post, some of you guys didn't even know what happened with the 93 Honda Prelude Si and what happened to me and everything. And for the matter of me almost selling the 99 Honda CRV. So I had a video I made of this day, which I'll play here in a second, and I'll just have that video kind of go over there because the emotions were fresh. Everything that happened is already documented in the video. And the video was on Instagram and my Facebook, and I realized some of you guys don't follow me there. If you haven't, I'd appreciate it. That would be great. Any more of the following, if you could give this video a like, a comment, any support, the more I can make off of YouTube, I can help towards trying to fix my 93 Prelude and get it taken care of, plus finish my other projects. But I got hit in the 93 on the Prelude Si on the day of the car show, Spring Fever, when we were right there in the last turn to get there, to go enjoy the show. And I'll let the video speak for itself here and come back after. Okay, guys. So I've had to take a few deep breaths, including through the whole thing, to keep myself calm, which I did, and I'm proud of myself for. To explain what happened, you can see it behind me. Looks still beautiful from that end. But what happened was we were driving to the Spring Fever car show, which, if some of you guys know, I've been busting my ass and breaking my back to make sure I was able to make it, because to me, which was a big thing to me and I was very thankful for, is I got accepted into a VIP slot for it, and I didn't even think I would. And on top of that, I had all the suspension tore off of my car, brakes, everything, completely tore off. And I didn't think I was gonna be able to make it. You know, they accepted. They said to let them know if anything happened. I went through having energy suspension, bushing kit that didn't show up, or sorry, that had a wrong part in it. I had a wrong rotor. I had sway bar links not show up. Had to find these things overnight. These cost me a lot more than I wanted to spend, all to have it ready. Try to detail it and have it ready, all while I was on call all week, every single night of this week. So this was a stressful event, and I was very proud of myself and my wife and everything that we made it. You know, I don't want to go any further in it, but we made it by Saturday, and I took the day off from work, and I was so happy. I didn't think, I was starting to think that I wouldn't make it. I want to shout out to Nathan over at Subaru for getting me in alignment Friday, and everything was good. I was like, wow, it's done. We're going to make it. It wasn't detailed as much as I personally would like it, but I was so just happy. So we're making it there. We are one turn away to turn in, and we're on the highway getting off, and I have a green light, green arrow for me. I slow down like you do, coming out of the highway to make sure nobody's at the bridge, you know, across the road, make sure everything's clear. I see I have a clear path. I was having spirited driving, I guess you want to say, or whatever. I was not speeding. I was not breaking the line. I was not, or breaking law. I was not skidding tires. I was not doing anything overzealous. I just was like, hey, straight away, the speed limit's around 35, 40 miles per hour, whatever it was exactly at. I can't remember. Did we have it pictured to make sure and know all this is documented? But either way, I wasn't overdoing it. But I was like, hey, I have a clear lane. Now you have the off-ramp, and you have where the line is for the off-ramp to come in, and then you merge on into, you know, traffic, into the lane. This person saw me. I saw them because I even thought, I was like, oh, hopefully they're not dumb enough to do that. That would be shitty to jump out in front of me. They came to a complete stop. They see me. I'm coming at this point. I'm like, okay, I'm clear. I'm good. They're not going to do that. So I start to go, and I'm like, all right, I'm enjoying my day. Windows down. I have my daughter in the passenger seat, and they just floor it. And I mean, when I mean floor it, they jumped from right there, and then they floor it, and they get in the turning lane. They obviously still see me as they're trying to almost like beat me. And then they just continue to keep coming over, and they just smash into me while continue to push me. You figure someone hits their brakes, they're going to stop, they're going to pull over, or hit you. You know, they're going to hit their brakes, stop, pull over, something. They continue to smash into me. Now, first I want to say, if I was flying into them, like they try to say, I would smash right into the corner of my car. I would be going into their lane. I was not going in the lane. They were coming into my merge lane, my straight lane from their merge lane. And they smash into me right here. She hits me. She smashed my mirror back off. Mirror's broken. Hits my door. Continues, and I'll post pictures of her wheel too. Wait till you see how much her wheel is grinding. So at this point, as she's pushing me continuously towards the median, which to explain how it is in Benson Road, the median has, you know, it's oncoming traffic to get onto the highway, which was very busy at that moment. And you also have parts of the concrete broken up, busted up. And I believe at that point where I was, if I remember, I have to go right back and look, there was a pole too. And I did not want to go over into oncoming traffic, especially my daughter. This is old 93, no airbags. So I gave it some gas to try to get away from her. She is still continuing to smash up against me. So she hits me and continues to keep grinding against me. She causes me to fishtail. I bounce, and I bounce back. Thank God I controlled it. And then we get into the parking lot. And then she admits fault at first, says, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, it's my fault. And then her boyfriend or whoever's in there completely just all flips out, everything. And then they have supposedly a witness that comes there. And he just so happens to have the same state tags, same county. Supposedly they don't know him. They're both going to a hockey game for their kids. They allow their kids to get into the other person's car to take them to the hockey game to make sure they make it and come back. But they don't know them. That little fishy, huh? But anyways, this is all the damage. All the way down. This is what I'm really worried about. I'm going to have to talk to my body guy, and I hope maybe he can save it. And that's it. And then here's the wheel. Literally, if you guys know anything about work equips and how well these wheels are, I mean, they smashed in my rear wheel while still pushing into me. Hopefully, I just have to switch the barrel on this and fix this, and it should be good. But either way, I'm not a very happy camper right now. Neither of us were at fault by the cops. So this is going to have to go through insurance and go through, well, obviously insurance, but possibly court. I'm going to fight for this. I'm pretty pissed. I am not happy. I'll go ahead and more to that. I just sold my CRV yesterday and worked out a deal. So you'll see it for a little bit, but that's being sold. And that's something I'll break into another post. And now I'm going to be using parts off this. And I was going to put this up for sale, but I'm just going to probably part this one out and make sure I have extra parts for that one. But anyways, guys, this is 7 minutes. I don't even know if this is going to upload. But if you watched, thank you for everybody that reached out. I will get back to more people later and do a little bit more pictures and explanations. But yeah, and again, big shout out to everybody in Spring Fever. Thank you for accepting me for VIP. Sorry I couldn't make it. I was right there, and part of me still wanted to go. Part of me just wanted to get the car home safe and get home and get my thoughts together. So I hope you guys understand. Thank you to all you guys, everybody that put on that show, everybody, all the vendors, everybody. I hope you guys had a great time, and I'm damn sure somehow one way is going to make it the next year. But yeah, I'll figure this out. So thanks, guys. Okay, guys. So after all that, I'm sure you kind of got filled in. So to kind of bring you up on speed, a few good things. I went to the guy that originally painted my car, Andy Sweevel, and he actually said this is repairable, and he's very confident he could fix it. So I am so thankful for that. with that being said, it's probably going to take me a little while because due to some of my medical stuff, my daughter and my son, I am going to be dialing back on some of the projects. I'm going to be putting some stuff up for sale, and money's a little bit tighter than what it once was. So again, like I was saying, any help, any support, any watching the video, anything you could do with that little bit does help. I do make money from YouTube, so I'm trying to get better at that. I'm hoping to have the money collected before a possible second heart surgery or possible multiple stents. I haven't said anything about that on my YouTube or even my social media very much, but I have been dealing with all the way back since March, which I'm kind of being a real idiot, and I realize that now. So before any of you guys yell at me, I've been dealing with a lot of pain. They put me on a new medication, and they did a stress test, and they found some problems with my heart, and that it wasn't pumping again right and calming down. It was skipping beats, and I've been having a lot of pain, which has got me kind of scared, because if some of you have been with me for a while, if you remember my open heart surgery, I had a triple bypass, even though all 4 of my valves were 100% clogged, the other 2 were 98% clogged, and thank goodness my heart grew its own bypass valves, so that's the only reason why I'm alive. But there was one that was too complicated, they didn't do, and they're worried about a few things. Plus they found out I had a genetic issue where no matter, I could eat salad the rest of my life, my body creates an extreme amount of cholesterol. I'm on a ridiculous amount of medicine. But I'm rambling off. Basically, it's a very good chance. I'm going in at the end of the month. I've put it off, and I've been feeling sicker, and it's not a smart thing to do, because at any moment it could literally probably kill me, and that's just dumb. So I'm going back in at the end of this month, if not sooner, depending on how I feel. I'm trying to avoid an ER visit because of the price. My doctor said that last time there's a very good chance that I will go on there, get an angiogram again. I can't get it to the wrist again. I have to get it down through the groin area, which is going to suck and does take a couple days to recover and feel, especially with my muscle issue that I have. So it probably will put me down a couple more days than I want to be. And there's a very good possibility I could end up being on the table that very day for stents, and a very good possibility that I could end up going through a second open heart surgery, and it's only been 2 years. So I'm being optimistic, hoping not, but I can tell you every day it feels worse and worse, and every day I feel like I'm cheating death a little bit, I guess you'd say, or cheating, taking too much chance. And I got 2 kids and my wife, and I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I got to be smarter. So with that being said, that's a little bit of things going on and why I haven't posted as much. I've tried, but I haven't had as much. And projects take a lot longer now too. Like simple things are taking me more time. So good news is I couldn't sell the CRV. I could sell it. A good friend of mine, the one that had the 98 CRV that I did and a few other stuff on the channel and pictures of, he was going to buy it, and we worked out a payment plan only because I trust him. It's not something normally I would ever do with anybody. And he pretty much put close to half down already. And due to these circumstances and medical and a few other things that are work and personal, I not only wanted to make sure I had a vehicle, because I don't want to try to daily drive my Prelude, just in case. I also, it was hard for me to sell it. I'm more of a Prelude guy. I'm more a big fan, but I do love the CRV and many other vehicles. But I wanted to finish it, and I'm so close to finishing it. I got to get custom exhaust done, tune, a few other things. But I'm so close to getting the B16 head on and lifting it. Like, all of it's here, and I'm getting ready to start, as long as everything's okay. So thank goodness I still have that. There's going to be more content on that, and I'm very happy to be keeping that. One day I probably will get rid of it, but not now. And then, of course, my baby is the 93 Prelude. Some people, I think, got confused. The 94 Prelude Si I do love, but that is one I'm going to be parting out. And I will be keeping a lot of parts still for myself that are OEM. So unfortunately, guys, you know, there may not be a lot. And I also am a person that understands the value of these things and how hard to get to come. So if you're looking for like a super cheap deal, I'm not that guy. I don't want to waste your time. I would rather sit on it, and I got room for it, and always keep certain things for a backup for myself. So there is some things I will put up for sale. Best I can say is do your research, see what they're going for in value, and I obviously will be around that and always be willing to work with people to a certain point, but I'm not going to have someone come at me and be like, hey bro, I'm trying to pay 2008 prices. No, I'm sorry. I mean, stuff's become harder to find, and you know, it's just that way. Everything's went up, cost of living, everything. So I'm not gonna waste time on those. If I get those kind of messages, I just won't respond. But I'll walk around and show you the Prelude and see and explain a few more things here. That end still looks beautiful. I need to get a full detail on it. I usually detail it myself, but I want to get it ceramic coated once it's all fixed. Here is where she hit me. And you can see she smashed into me right after the fender, right there. Started to go into me, smashed my mirror all down my door. This woman continued to push into me, never hit the brakes. Broke my mirror. And here's the damage that I'm really concerned about, right there, the quarter panel. But it's still savable, thank goodness. And all the way down here, and it even cracked a little bit of my rear bumper there. So I'm hoping Randy will be able to take care of that and fix those things. I haven't taken anything off because, again, I'm still dealing with insurance and possibly going to attorney. There's the other work wheel. Fortunately, I have to get a whole new wheel. They don't do the barrel, and because these are custom ordered and special, it's going to take me another 4 to 6 months to probably even get the wheel to me. And it's about $600. Not to mention the tire, getting mounted balance, and the cost. And where she hit me and caused me to fishtail, there's a rough patch on the tire. And I want to make sure these aren't ruined. And if that one's not reusable, I also need a new tire too. And just for the set of those tires, I think it was about $800. So, all in all, it's going to be a little while. Unfortunately, the whole reason I got the suspension to the brakes is because I wanted to enjoy this car for this car season before I put the Euro H22R in and all the different stuff I was going to do motor-wise and got it tuned and all that. I was going to do that over winter and have the engine bay painted and a few other things. And I really want to enjoy it. Well, now it's just going to pretty much probably sit all season, which really sucks. So I'm going to be pulling the fender off this one. I'm going to be pulling the mirror off the door. And the reason why I'm parting this one out is the rust over here. There's actually no other rust on the car anywhere. But for me and my schedule being as busy as I am with my work and the schedule I work, I don't have a lot of time to go traveling to find a lot of parts. And a door is definitely something big to find or hard to find in my area with no rust. And also it's tough to ship and the fenders. So I am going to sacrifice this one in the good way. It's going to have a lot of parts I need. I want the entire suspension because I want to do even more upgrades than I did on this one. And I want to have it all powder coated and done perfectly the way I want so I could just swap it and put it right on this. And I'm probably going to run those circuit performance wheels on this for now, so I have a set of 4 wheels and tires that will do good in the rain, and that way I can maybe at least drive it a little bit after Randy fixes that side. I can maybe enjoy it a little bit this season, because I'm probably not going to get this other wheel to the end of the year by the time it gets to me, if not beginning of that next year. So yeah, guys, this one has a lot of performance mods on it. It has a lot of stuff that will be up for sale. The engine has a lot of stuff. The interior, a lot of it will be for sale. So I will make an official list later and go over all that. But I want to say at the end of all this, thank you to everybody that reached out to me. Thank you so much from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, even the few people on TikTok that knew me. I didn't even post anything on it, but like saw from other, platforms. I appreciate it more than you guys know. If I can ask anything, please keep help supporting. The likes and the comments and the watch time count way more than you think. And it helps a lot to get this girl fixed and to get that girl done and finished and lifted. Because, boy, I want to enjoy that lifted again and have some fun. Plus, go camping with my family. Hopefully, I'm not down for a long time. If I get the stents, from what I understand, because I had open heart surgery before, it'll take me a little bit longer to recover because the valves just got worked on 2 years ago. So that makes sense. So I'll probably have a little bit longer to recover than normal, I would think, and my muscle issue. But hopefully still quick and be right back to work and getting things done. If I have another open heart surgery, I hope I don't. Not now. I already know they told me I'm going to have to go through another one. But they were thinking 15, 20 years. And unfortunately, the way things are looking genetically with the issue, this might be an ongoing problem closer and closer as I get older. So still, anyways, gonna have positive thoughts on this, and I'm hoping it's just a stint or maybe something crazy that we don't even know and is easy to be fixed, or at least put a temporary fix on for a while that can hold off for a while and not at a high risk. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Facebook. Everybody. I want to say I am parting out 94EX. I will do a video on that. That has a lot of good parts, but we are going to do it because it has a rod knock and some rust. So again, I just have to kind of get a lot of things off my chest. I know that sounds funny with everything going on, but I do, and I would rather just focus on the two and have my wife's MDX and of course my work truck and keep going. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for all of the love and support. Thank you for everything, guys, and continuing to support me on there. I'm almost at 4,000, I'm almost at 3,800, but still getting closer to 4,000. I never thought I'd have that much subscribers. I'm hoping maybe in the end of the year, if everything goes good, I can get more content and hit 5,000. That's my goal. So thank you, guys. I'm going to go and relax now and enjoy my night. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day.